day 12 of vlogging for 20 minutes a day for 365 days. No edits, no filters. Whatever happens, happens. I'm whispering because Everly's sleeping, and if I talk louder than this, Alex is gonna yell at me, and I don't want that to happen. Get out of here. All right, I love you, baby. I'll see you in a bit. If you guys are new here, that's Alex, that's my wife. I'm Frankie, and our baby is in this room next to us sleeping. Right now we're traveling through Portugal, and we are on a mission to just explore as much as we can over the next 40 days while we're here in Portugal. Right now we're just outside of Tornada area, and yeah, we're just exploring, having a good time. But today I have a couple things I want to talk about. But before I get into those things, I want to just say thank you so much for all the charity donations that you guys have made. One part of this channel is that any donation that is made to the channel, like a super thanks or a super chat, which you can't do yet because we're not monetized, but when you can, that all that money is going to go directly to a charity of choice for that specific month. So I'm going to be doing the vlogs for 1 year. I'm dedicating 20 minutes of my day every single day for 1 year. And I think that's kind of cool. It's a way that I can get myself on track to do something that I want to do and commit to something. Because that's what I was talking about in the first day of this is I felt like ADHD was really kicking in really heavy, and I couldn't stay on track, and I would start something and not finish it. So what I'm doing, I'm on day 12, and I'm trying to stick to the track and not fall off. And I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job so far. We're almost 2 full weeks in. But the thing that I wanted to talk about is, like, we're in Portugal right now. We're traveling for 40 days, and not many people get to do that. The pigs are fighting. Hey, hey, hey. You two stop that. Sisters, you know? You guys good? Be nice to one another. Thanks. So what got us here is the fact that Alex and I make YouTube videos for a living. Our channel's called F&A Life. This is our second channel. This is actually used to be my hobby and Alex's hobby, and it has become our business and our lifestyle. And it's kind of wild to think because, you know, normally, typically people are getting into something due to necessity or what they've been told to do, and not necessarily the love of the thing that they're doing for a business now. So I'm wondering, what do you do for a living? And was it out of necessity, or was it out of love? Was it something you pursued since you were young, or was it something you got into because somebody helped you into it? And like, neither one of the things are wrong, but I used to be an HVAC technician in New York City, and I fell out of love for doing that. And that was more of like a necessity thing, or like a great opportunity where I knew I could learn something of high value and take with me into my life forever. And I'm glad I had that opportunity because it put me in the situation I'm in today. Being able to do what I love, and that's, you know, be on camera, talk to you guys. One person who always tried to inspire me he wanted me to be an actor was my dad. And I'm not acting, which was the thing about acting that I didn't like, but I'm able to make videos about life now and just be myself. And that's who I want to be, is just be my authentic self. So YouTube is a perfect medium for me to be able to just be myself and be able to show that to the world. You know, so pretty sweet. Right now we're at a trusted house sit. It's a program that we're using to be able to travel for much cheaper. And it's really, really cool because there's a bunch of pigs here. There's a few ducks, a bunch of chickens, 2 silky chickens, and a pigeon. And this guy's pretty sweet. You want to come out, roller skates? You want to come out and hang out with me? Come on up. I think he might be a little bit afraid of the camera. Come on, bud. No? You want to come out? Yeah, let's try this way. You want to come out, buddy? You hear the pigs ruffling around? Come on. Come on. Yeah, there you go. There you go, buddy. All that excitement from earlier, you were dancing and stuff. Let me see you dance. Boom. Nice. Do you want to come up on my shoulder? You want to go up there? Come on. You can do it. No, he doesn't want to get on my shoulder quite yet. All right, let's put you back in here for a little. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. You're a cool bird. He doesn't want to get off my hand. There you go. Good job, buddy. Watch your tail. Shake your tail feathers inside. There you go. So one thing that got me into doing what I'm doing today is I used to snowboard a lot, and I made this channel was specifically supposed to be about snowboarding and traveling to different places. And so the snowboarding has evolved into this today. I stopped making videos on the channel for a long, long time, and it was because we were working so hard making F&A Life that I took a complete step back from this, because why would I take away my efforts from doing that channel with Alex, and where we could put both of our energy into one business and build a better business. And so that's what we did. And F&A Life is an amazing channel. I absolutely love it. It's all about our travels. You could go back quite literally almost 7 years and see what we were up to as a couple and where we traveled to as a couple. We traveled all through North America, all the way down to the bottom of Central America in Panama, and then back up. And we've been all the way up to Alaska and to Hawaii, and we've pretty much been to every single state and a fair amount of provinces at this point in our lives. But this inspired us to continue to want to travel and step even further outside our comfort zone. And what's cool about Portugal is it's a completely different language than when you're traveling through Latin America, when they're speaking Spanish. And yeah, there's different dialects and whatnot in Spanish, but when you start to hear it, you start to speak it, it becomes a little bit more, it's repetition, and you hear it in every single country. They might have a few words that might be a little bit different, or they say "que tal" instead of like, I don't know off the top of my head right now. But here in Portugal, there's like a few words from Spanish that transfer over to Portuguese, but very little. And I do not understand the language at all, and neither does Alex. And it is a huge cultural shock. And even though we can get by with our English, because most people here do speak English, when you get to certain places that are like, a district that not a lot of people visit that don't need English, they speak Portuguese, and they only speak Portuguese. And so having that language barrier could be hard. But yesterday we were actually stopped at a McDonald's, which is really not like us, but we stopped at a McDonald's because we were starving. It was late. We let Everly play at the park for super late. She was having so much fun playing with the kids that we didn't want to stop that. We really wanted her to enjoy it, and she did. And so on the way home, we had to just stop and grab something quick. But within the 20 minutes or so we were there, 2 different families were sitting down next to us, and she played with both of the kids. And we used a translator to translate to the one family because they didn't speak English at all. And then just maybe the mom or the dad spoke a little bit English for the second family. But Everly got along with both of those kids so amazingly and played and shared toys. And just it's incredible to see how nice the people of Portugal are and the families are. And I don't know where I'm really getting with that, but like what you realize is that everywhere you go in the world, as we've realized, is that people are kind. And for the most part, like 98% of the people, this is the way I think about it, 98% of the people around the world are kind, nice people that are trying to get along with one another. And, that's most of the world. Then there's just a select few that just kind of mesh it up for everybody. But that's the percentage that we hear of the most. And it kind of taints us into being scared of one another or whatever. And so, yeah, I think that most of the world is good. We just have to be able to see it. Mindset plays a huge role in this. And I think that our mindsets are set on the fact that we're looking for friendly people. And so we find it, or it finds us. And I'm just really happy about that aspect of life, that we have found this, community no matter where we go, and help from people no matter where we go. It's kind of funny because our video went up yesterday, the day before, And the new people that are coming in that are from Portugal, we kind of insulted a little bit. And we weren't trying to insult the people from Portugal. What we were trying to do was show the transparency of what happens, right? Just like this. And when we first got here, we actually accidentally, look, he's dancing. Look at him. You want to come back out? Oh, okay. I'll let you back out. You like the camera, huh? Come on. Come on. You come. And so we wanted to show, the transparency of what happened to us when we first got here. You get on my shoulder. It's okay. He doesn't want to get on my shoulder for some reason. So we wanted to show the transparency of what actually happened when we got here. And I made a mistake of thinking that we were going to get the Portuguese cheese, like the mountain cheese that's supposedly like one of the best in the world, if not the best in the world for cheese. And we went to an Italian restaurant that made some type of pasta and some type of cheese that was absolutely delicious. But the whole time I thought it was the Portuguese cheese. I was completely wrong. It was quite funny after when we noticed it. But we left it in the vlog to be like transparent about what happened on our first impression. Comments not so nice. Overall, pretty good, but there's definitely quite a few that are like, oh, I had to turn it off after this happened, and then we also got a donut, which is not very Portuguese, I guess, but we don't know. We're just outsiders traveling in, getting our information from the internet. So we don't really know until we meet a local that's kind and that will show us around and show us food and show us things and tell us what to eat. And even then you'll still find other people that are going to go, oh no, he's wrong about that. This is what we have, so, but it's going to be much less. But as we've been on this journey and traveling and going through this, we have found people that are more like that. We met a guy named, I'm going to say it wrong, but like Joao, Joao. And Joao was a really nice guy that took us, he's a local that just took us around the castle where he grew up in Obidos area and showed us around, told us stories. And he's more of a local that would tell you exactly what you should eat and try. And I have them on WhatsApp now, so those videos will get better over time with us hopefully not insulting anybody. But we're just authentically us. We try to always be authentically us. And sometimes it comes at a price, and that's okay because we get to be ourselves. And, ultimately that's the goal, is to just be us. I do want to say thank you to all the people that donated to the charity, and I'm going to shout you guys out right now. I did take some screenshots. I'm going to just read your first names because I'm really bad at reading, as you remember from yesterday. So we got Mickey, Claire, Scott, Anonymous, Christina, Nicole, Richard, and Heidi. Thank you guys so much for your donations. It's very sweet of you. We've only started this fundraiser 5 days ago, and already basically $300 has been raised, $296 to be exact. Our goal is actually $1,000, but the site has it at $900, and then it will increase to the actual goal of $1,000. But there's basically about 1,000 people that watch these videos every day, or every 3 days or so. So on average, we're getting over 1,000 views on these videos. So even if every person donated $1, we would hit the goal of $1,000. And I think it's quite possible. And next month, what we're gonna do, we're gonna let this one run through April. And before next month starts, I'm gonna do a poll. I'm gonna let Alex pick the organizations, and then you guys will have a poll to pick on which one you want us to donate to next. And it will most likely be more international or potentially a Canadian one because my wife is Canadian. And so this is another thing that I find pretty interesting about, making the titles and stuff for YouTube is we'll go American couples first impressions of Portugal, or American couples surprising first impressions of Portugal, or any other country we go to. And a lot of people, or not a lot, some people will get offended that we said American. They're like, I thought you were from Canada. Well, here's the thing. I'm from the United States. My wife is from Canada. That makes us North American, which makes us American. So if we were to say Canadian, or if we were to say American, then either way, technically, we're lying. So if we just say American, it covers both, you know? I didn't say, USA guy, impressions of this place or whatever. So fact of the matter is that we are an American couple because we are from North America, and American covers the whole entire continent. And since we're a 50-50 couple is what we call it, 50% being from Canada, 50% being from America, really the best way to say it is just American or North American couple. Maybe we use North American couple. Would that work? Instead of American? Would that stop people from being like, American, blah, blah. I don't know. I'm just ranting now, I feel like. But what I'm looking for with this channel is really just to help out as many people as possible and just show the transparency of life. I can't get roller skates off me right now. Roller skates does not want to go back into her cage. Hi, buddy. How's it going? I think you like this, huh? Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I never thought I would ever hold a pigeon like this. And I'm coming to find out that pigeons are pretty cool birds. This bird is awesome. I like you more than I like the chickens. Yeah, I do. Can I get a kiss? Nope, didn't happen. I was trying it though. Okay, roller skates, pop back on in. I do want to say the commenter of the day was Ellen, and I will read that to you in just a second here. And what I find that's really cool about Ellen's comment is maybe you could challenge yourself to do the same. Just like I'm challenging myself here to do it. And basically that is to utilize 20 minutes of your day to do something that you really want to do, whether it's go work out or do a vlog or, do painting, whatever it is that your hobby is, do it for 20 minutes. That way you could fall back in love with it potentially, or find some more sense of purpose on, one of the things that you love. So Ellen says, love these daily 20 minutes a day vlogs or videos. Tough part has been it's been difficult to make time to listen. You inspire me though, realizing how just making 20 minutes to listen could equal 20 minutes of action on my chores. I've brought one of those old kitchen timers. Some call them egg timers. I know exactly what you're talking about. And now I'm making myself completely focus on something for 20 minutes a day. And for extra credit, I'll do more 20-minute chunks. I've become a chore machine. Thank you, loves. Enjoy your dinner. Hugs. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is 20 minutes, even if it's something that isn't necessarily a hobby, maybe a business, right? Set a timer for 20 minutes. Lock in, don't even look at your phone, and do that thing for 20 minutes, okay? And I'm telling you, then you could do another 20 minutes, another 20 minutes, another 20 minutes. You're gonna get so much done. It's gonna unlock a whole different side of you, a whole different person that you didn't realize that you could get all this work done. And I think what it does is it makes you realize how much you can get done in 20 minutes time. 20 minutes is actually a fair amount of time. And I also want to thank you guys for sharing your most important currency in the world with me, and that is time. It's the most important currency. Money matters, but not as much as time. We don't know how much we have. We don't know how much exists. We don't know how far in the past it actually goes. We don't know. Time is the most important thing that we could give to somebody. And I hope that this 20 minutes means as much to you as it means to me, because it's time. It's time that we're sharing. And I'm happy that I get to share it with you, for real. Very, very thankful for these 20-minute vlogs. They really give me tons of clarity within myself. I'm realizing a lot. And I do know that one of the things that I know for a fact that I always want to continue to do is travel with my family. So thank you guys for making it possible. And thank you for donating to the charity. If you have the ability to donate, please. That's been 20 minutes, and we'll see you tomorrow.